Hello and welcome to my shed. My name is Victor and I like to make stuff. And by stuff I mean anything really. That can be a fan, maybe a flight case, or even a crossbow if you want. And from this day on I decided to film the stuff I make and show it to you guys. I hope you enjoy. Enough talking, let's get cracking. So, as you might have guessed from the title, I want to make a forge because I want to learn blacksmithing because it looks so bloody amazing. But first, to make a forge, what do you need? Of course, a heat source. And that heat source in this case is a gas burner. I don't really like paying several £100 for that, so I decided to make my own. And these are the parts to make one. It's in fact really simple. This tube is going inside the forge with a couple of bits attached to it, like this. Then we've got our air intake, this really big thing. On top of it goes the gas intake. That's with this piece goes in there, this one goes on top of it, but very importantly we've got this little tube going inside of our air intake chamber thingy, like this. In this piece I'm going to drill a very small hole. The gas is going to come out of there, mix with the air inside of here, and normally a very big flame is going to come out of the end. At least I hope so. So this is the thing completely assembled. But there's a problem. The tube and our big air intake chamber, they have this like silvery color. That's a problem, because that means they're galvanized. And that's not a particularly good idea if you're building a forge, because heating galvanized metal is not a very good idea. It could possibly give you something called metal fume fever. I can't really tell you what it is exactly, but I can tell you that it's not a good thing. So we're gonna have to remove this galvanized layer. And there's a very simple way of doing that, with our good old friend vinegar. So I got myself a container, oh actually 2 containers, one filled with vinegar. And this stuff is supposed to bite off the galvanized layered zinc, I think, to make it really easy to remove, or at least it's supposed to. So put those parts in there, lovely jubbly. I'm gonna put this to the side and let it sit for a couple of hours. There we go. Little children throwing penises everywhere. Ah, disgusting. So now that those parts are being degalvanized, you can start working on the actual forge. To build the forge, I'm going to use this. This is a refractory brick. I've got several of them, and they're very good at insulating heat. Ideal for a forge. The forge itself is not going to be really big. The dimensions are 15 centimeters wide and about 10 centimeters high and 20 centimeters deep. This should give us a forge with a total volume of 3000 cubic centimeters or 180 cubic inches if you're imperial. It is not too big, but it's good enough for what I'm going to do, hopefully. Now, if we've built the forge, we're going to make a hole right about in the center of it, and then insert our burner. Like, how do I draw this thing? It's like something like this. Yeah, fair enough. Let's saw these things into bits. Fun fact, these bricks can actually be sawed with just a regular hand saw. How useful is that? One brick down, 3 to go. There we go, last brick done. Lovely. Let's see how it looks. Not too big, just right. The amount of dust is unreal. Bloody Nora. So now we got to drill the hole for the burner to fit through. We're going to use this thing for that. It's a drill press. Make sure the hole is square to your workpiece. There we go. Beautiful. And a nice two-stage hole. If you can see that. Don't think it's really clear. Anyway, it's a hole. Huzzah! So, now that our bricks are ready, it's time to glue them together. But Victor, I hear you ask, how could you possibly glue stone? Well, I've got just the product for that. This stuff. This is refractory cement and it's especially made to glue stuff like this. Let's cut this bad boy open and get going. Lovely jubbly. Let's glue these things up. I made way too much of this stuff. Not just a little, really way too much. What do I do with it? It's going to take a while to set, so I'm gonna put this to the side and take a look at our degalvanizing parts, shall we? They're bubbling away nicely. Look at that one. It's beautiful. Let's give them a rub down with the wire brush to see what they look like. Still see like a bit of the galvanized layer. It's not so clear on camera, but it's not quite finished yet. It's gonna have to stay in there for a couple more hours.